Previously on Restorations. Turn over the engine, so I've got a new rotor arm and a new cap on, and very hard to start, but it did want to kick over just that couple of times. Now I come around the back just to see what was what, and there is fuel actually, I don't know if you can see it, you've got there, dripping out the side of the carb when throttled.
Yeah, man.
There's our leak.
Now I've had the carb on and off again, and it still ain't firing, so pretty much everything that you need to start an engine, it ain't there. So fuel related, I've only changed out the gaskets for the actual body of the carb and the fuel pump diaphragm. The actual gasket kit put on this was beyond poor, and it needed a lot of alteration in and around the body gasket itself just to fit. So as a result of me having to remove some of the material, that gasket is now actually torn already. So unfortunately you've just got to buy what's available to you, but in the future I'm going to be making my own gaskets. That's the old gasket that I'm going to use as a template. I'll probably make a couple of spares just to keep in the toolbox for future use. And to make the gaskets I bought a complete set of punches. So the initial outlay, yeah, it's cost me a little bit to get all the right tools in, but at least I won't be waiting about for delivery, and I can make the gasket as and when I need it. I've got various thicknesses of paper. This one's about the right size, so I've got my template. Let's make a new gasket. Outline's done with a pencil. Let's get it cut out. Anyway, as you saw, I cleaned right through the carb. Now the only thing that I didn't clean out was the fuel injector jet, the little hoop that squirts down into the throat of the actual carb itself. So that was actually blocked, so I actually cut a little bit of wire off of a brush, inserted it in, able to clear it out, blew some air through it, job done. Just thinking it over a little bit, and that blocked injector was probably the cause of the fuel leaking out the side of the carb, because it's got nowhere to go. Now when it comes to spark, I actually questioned the actual distributor cap that was delivered to me. Now I ordered a Bosch version, but for some reason I was sent this Olympic version. But while I awaited the correct one to arrive, I thought I'd just install it and give it a go. Now inside the central spring-loaded pin, the initial feed from the coil, it appeared to be wedged up, and it still is wedged up within its housing. Now believe it or not, it's the same on the cap that this one replaced. So I'm now losing a little bit of faith in the quality of today's parts, you know. So this is an old cap that I've got, but that's how the centre pin should be. I don't necessarily want to cover this in this particular video, but I'm hoping that that amount of travel in that distributor shaft isn't the cause of the damage on the centre pin and the cap. But this is a 009 distributor with a 1600 dual port engine and with the 34 picked 3 carb, so I know that that combination is said not to be great, but I'll cover that in another video. Just to make the comparison on the other 2 engines that I've got, that one don't even move, and this one just a little bit of movement, not a lot. The other thing I wanted to mention was that I committed myself to the VW run in getting some paint done on this bus, but it's actually getting a little bit too cold now, but I'll see what I can do, maybe just a little bit of paint. And the winners of the steering wheel brackets. Congratulations, send me your postal address via the email on the screen, I'll get them out to you. But anyway, that's it for now. I've gone and ordered a brand new coil, so I'm expecting that, and a new cap. So once that comes along, I'll crack on and get it done. So until then, make it better than it was. See you on the next one.